Are you like using just a finger?
Yeah, I use my finger.
I'm doing like the side of my hand. I think that's the problem.
I use this side of my pinky.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it really only works well between like between the pickups.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like once you get into like that actual range.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and the the two things you can do that I just can't do the same way. Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah. What is up, everybody? It is Wednesday. Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Feeling good. I preemptively blew the crack.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I'm into it.
I just realized what
Cheers,
preemptively
buddy.
blew the crack sounded like. Whoops. Anyways, beers. How's it going,
Classy, everybody? What are you guys drinking tonight? I've got the good old Stiegl Radler because, you know,
juice.
Summer beers. Juice and beer.
Yeah.
My summer beers also turned into my winter beers.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's always a reason. In the wintertime, it reminds you of summer, and in the summertime, it is summer.
It's just nice and refreshing.
Yeah. I'm on the generics today. This is from Little Brown Jug, great local brewery. This is just kind of like their light lager, so it's 4.5%. Just easygoing summer beer. Won't frig you up too good, but still tastes great. You know?
Nice.
This and I was just saying to Derek, there's a brewery by my house called Good Neighbor Brewing, and they have a house lime, which is like a light lime lager, and oh man,
it's good.
It's awesome. I'll bring some in actually. I'll stop and grab some on the way home today, but for next week. But yeah,
nice.
they're great. Just nice and light, nice and like a good amount of lime. It's not like intrusive, but it's kind of like you just when you get the Corona and just like put it in the bottle, it kind of just like is that out of the can.
Okay.
So it's nice. But,
nice.
Yeah.
It's not like Bud Light lime because that's not ideal.
No, certainly not. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a cool little brewery, man. They have a nice restaurant actually called next door. Like it was where the Stella's is on Sherbrooke.
Yep.
So now next door is the restaurant. They have really great food, like great one. Actually, honestly, great burger. Like up there with Nonsuch for sure. They're opening a second Nonsuch in South Osborne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's also there's a new bagel shop opening South Osborne.
Oh yeah.
That I'm super excited about. Like that's not New York bagels. I had half of a sip of beer. So
that's a Radler, my friend.
No, that 2.5%, and that much of it got me quick, buddy. Got me quick. No, it's not New York bagels. It's not Montreal bagels. It's like I think they said it's like a Polish bagel.
Cool.
So, but apparently this, I think it's a father and daughter.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok reel on it that they traveled all over the world trying bagels and then developed their own bagel recipe. So this place better not be shit. So, because if it's shit, I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to go there anymore.
Also, we'll get all the food stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Went to Primo's Deli. So good.
So good. Yeah.
So good, and it's like close to my place, so I'm definitely gonna end up there more.
Yeah.
Really, really great spot. Yeah, I got the chance to check it out. Danielle wanted a sandwich.
Yeah.
So we went and got some Primo's.
Winnipeg, like for all of you, if you ever come visit, number one, if you're in the area, come visit. And just make sure you give us a heads up. I travel a lot, so does Sam. So like,
come see the guys.
Yeah, it'd be good if you made sure that we were here. But yeah, I gotta say, Winnipeg's food scene is actually really phenomenal.
It is totally.
Like
it is in a lot of ways, and I think it's like there's a lot of different cultures here. and you get a lot of authenticity
Yeah.
in a lot of places. Like lots of great like Asian soup spots.
The dim sum here is so good.
Yeah, Kumkum Garden is like top tier.
Yeah.
And I've confirmed that with people who have visited here. They're like, no, that place is legit.
It's the best dim sum I've had anywhere in the world. I have not been to any Asian countries to have dim sum, so I mean,
The
with a grain of salt.
only place I've been that was better than that was in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And that's it. And it was funny. It was a wedding, and I just remember the guy's name was Fish, and it said, "Congratulations, Julie and Fish." I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. But,
Nice.
But Fish gave us dim sum. So you know what? Good guy.
Nice.
It was pretty sick.
All right. So, to the gear. This week, we are talking about some things that are brand new to everyone.
Yes.
And
Exclusive content.
yes, I am going to just say this now. This is a pre-recorded version of this because when you guys see this, we'll be in the comment section answering, but I will actually be in Germany when you see this.
Yeah.
And these guitars are launching while I'm there.
Yeah, you're going to be at Guitar Summit.
Yes.
I will be on the road again.
Yeah.
My last run of the year. But yeah, we wanted to try this. We've been wanting to try this for a while. And again, as Derek said, we'll obviously be interacting in the comments to respond to any questions that you guys have as we do this. But let us know what you think of this format.
Yeah.
Because if this works, we have the ability to load up many of these. And if there are things that you guys want to hear about, we can source them and do it.
So this is a new guitar brand called Infinia Guitars.
Yes.
And, to give you guys a little bit of backstory. So we've been working with Musifax, who is one of our 2 distributors in Europe. And the guys over at Musifax are great friends, phenomenal people.
Yeah.
And, they told me about the fact, about a year ago, they told me that...
They told you about the music fact?
Yeah, the Musifact about things.
I will see myself.
The
out.
music facts of
You
life.
should see the face Luke just gave me.
Luke's also upset because he is in the comments here trying to feed us stuff. And, he said that Bud Light Limes are good.
B limes are so good.
And it's not.
Sorry, B limes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, be smooth.
Yes.
Yeah, can you get the huzz with B limes?
No.
So anyway,
can't.
back to the guitars. So Don over at Musifax started talking to me about this, and so did Brian over there, and about the fact that there's a guitar brand from Russia. It's called Padalka Guitars.
Didn't know they were Russian.
Yes.
Very cool.
That Simon Padalka, who was the luthier there, had this brand that was really, really highly respected in the metal community.
Yeah.
I honestly, not gonna lie, I don't know that much about when Simon started.
Right.
I just got to see a bunch of photos of his guitars, and I talked to a few friends of mine who I trust when it comes to the upper echelon of high-end boutique. I'm trying to think, the guys that were into Bernie Rico Juniors and
Oh man, I forgot about those.
yeah.
Yeah, those are cool guitars.
Yes. And when I mentioned the fact that, some friends of mine were talking about essentially bringing back
Padalka.
the Padalka line and working with Simon and Daria on that, as soon as I said that, they were like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's killer.
You know what just clicked to me is I think Tim from Protest the Hero plays Padalka, or did for a while.
It's quite possible.
Yeah, I don't know why that just clicked to me, but they were a brand that I had heard about, and not same as you, not known a ton about. But then as soon as anyone would bring them up, they were like, oh yeah, those are killer guitars, and it would be, the opportunity to have kind of some of those designs and inspirations back available again is great. And these just right off the top, these guitars feel so good, and we'll get into what makes them feel that way, but I'm super impressed with what I've felt already on these.
So I got to try these guitars actually last year at Guitar Summit. They had these 2 prototypes there that they were just kind of starting talking about, okay, what is this going to look like? They had met with both Simon and Daria, and sometime in 2023 they met with them, and Simon had actually left Russia, and he actually moved to Saskatoon, Canada, and he is one of the master builders at Dingwall now. And how some of this kind of comes full circle. Musifax is one of Dingwall's distributors, and I've had dinner with Brian from Musifax and Sheldon from Dingwall multiple times.
Yeah.
They're just the best people
Yeah.
on the planet.
Yeah, I've hung out with Brian a couple times. He's always been so nice. Sheldon, every time I meet him, is just the coolest guy
Yes.
ever. Like,
Yeah.
he's so awesome. I love Sheldon. But-
So, I don't know if again, I don't know if they started talking to Simon because he was at Dingwall and they were like, well, hey, like what's going on with Padalka or what?
Yeah.
I know that they have worked with, like Simon and Daria had split. Daria is still over on the other side of the world somewhere.
Yeah.
And long story short, Misafax essentially bought the rights to all of the Padalka designs, is
Yeah.
what it sounds like from Daria. And they started working with her under the conditions that they could upgrade some things and change a few things because they wanted it to be its own new brand.
Unique, but kind of with the foundation of what Padalka
Yes.
was doing. Yeah.
So, but Daria had a few kind of key conditions for that to happen. Like everything would have to be done kind of in the same style, uncompromising quality. Like it has to be like the top tier. Like they told me both of these guitars were not good enough for like production model or selling when I first saw them, and they asked me to pick out the flaws in it,
the problems.
and I was like, I can't, and they pointed out them to me, and I was like, really? I'm
That's a flaw?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Their QC level that they've set as a standard is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious what they were.
There's something in the paint on one of the two of them. It's really...
And disclosure again, I'm not sure if Derek said, these are the prototypes of these
Yes.
guitars. These are the ones that they sent us to check out before they went to production.
Yeah.
They are very, very close. I believe the pickups are a bit different and the
I have a
inlays are
list
bit
of what's different. Then
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in
Yeah.
a little bit so that people have an idea.
Yeah. But I could, if I was to pick this up, I'd be hard-pressed to find... And there's nothing wrong with it in terms of sound or playability.
No,
right?
and for people to know what they're like, I mean, this to me feels very similar. It's not a copy of it by any means, but it's in the vein of the Mayo.
Like the Duvel.
Yeah, the Duvel that I have. It's in that range. It's not like a thin Ibanez Wizard neck.
No,
but
it's interesting. It's not like a modern C either.
Yeah.
The Wizard neck is very flat. I forget I don't think the Duvel is super flat, but I think it is the same kind of depth. It's a bit deeper, and it's not like with the Wizard. It's kind of flat on the back, and then it has your kind of contour on the edge. This is rounded like a C neck.
Yes.
But it is slimmer than a Fender Modern C or whatever they call it now. I forget when they changed the name on it, but yeah, I personally do like a rounder neck. I don't like it super flat.
Yes.
But I also don't like it super thin or super thick. You know me, I'm just very neutral on all of that.
Yes.
And this, honestly, picking it up right away, and also perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
I will say that as well. Ergonomically, they feel really, really great. This to me, I'm not generally a headless guy. This feels as good to me as any of the Strandbergs or Ormsbys or any of the hype. I forget what the one Ormsby has, but any of those types of headless guitars, these feel totally bang on with those in terms of quality. And I personally get along with this neck profile a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels a billion times better than any Strandberg I've ever played because I hate the
You don't like the
neck.
Endure neck. See,
Yeah.
I like it. I do like the Endure neck. I've played Strandbergs without the Endure neck, and I prefer it. And it feels like this,
When I was in Edmonton with Tremonti and we went guitar shopping, there was Strandbergs at Brando, and I was like, "Hey, Mark," I'm like, "Try this," and he just put his hand on it. He's like, "Ugh," and I'm like, "Yeah, man,
Dude,
I'm like, yes.
you can get used to it though. The only thing for me with that is I would have a hard time flipping back and forth between that and a standard neck, just because the muscle memory is so different. But the first intervals run I ever did was when I was filling in for Pliny, and he was coming in mid-tour, so we dialed everything with his instruments, right? We don't want to have Chase, our sound guy, flipping back and forth between stuff mid-tour. And I did get once I got used to it in a live setting, it was great. My hands
but
did
you're a
not hurt.
mutant.
No, that's not true.
It is true. Yeah,
But
Luke is agreeing with me right now.
well.
He's like, "Yep."
Well, that's kind of you. But I did get used to it. At first, it was jarring for sure.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got used to it, it was great. But I switched to the Aristides for the last song. And then when I went to that always, it was oh, right, normal again. You know, it's the flip-flop is good. I feel like you'd have to commit to that. But
it's funny because if I think about how I'm playing, I do want my thumb
up there.
Well, no, I want to have it in the middle of the back of the neck, like the way I should.
Yeah.
But so often I'm like this. I end up reaching over, but I never do the You know what I mean? Like I don't actually use my thumb to grab the E string, but I do. Yeah, subconsciously I do sometimes use it to mute though.
Yeah, muting totally. I guess too, like I guess it depends on when you're playing. Like, it's funny. I'm trying to think about when I actually do that now. I generally do keep my thumb pretty high up, actually.
Yeah.
Even when I'm playing up here, I generally keep my thumb like pretty mounted there.
Yeah.
But this neck is quite slim, and I don't know what the radius is exactly on this, but like on my Anderson, for example, it's a pretty chunky neck.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting up here, I definitely am like riding it more this way. But on this guitar, I don't really have to because it's super thin. It's funny.
I have a solution to that. I don't play up here anymore.
Yeah. Cash register.
Yeah, upper register.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
So anyway, so back to the guitars.
Yes.
So, based off of the Padalka models, they sent us these two prototypes. This one is called the Ceres, and that one is called the Neptune.
Yep.
There are some differences between these and the prototypes and what the production models that are presumably will be out by the time this video is out or in very short order. So I should say that they are not exact replicas of the Padalka models, because they did want to like kind of take that DNA and a lot of the designs, and they wanted to create something new because it was a new guitar brand. So they worked with Daria to update some of the original designs, but experimented with a little bit different shapes, the headstocks. Like I know the headstock shape on the Neptune prototype, that is going to be different on the actual production model.
The what shape?
Yeah. Well, the little the little nub on the top.
This is the equivalent of like a bulldog's tail.
Yeah.
just like the little nub there,
I don't know exactly what changed on them. I know that like they have an Infinia logo that is currently not on the guitars. Like even this is the guitar logo. Like this is, I'm pretty sure
that's
this
the
is
model.
The Ceres, the model logo where.
This one doesn't have it. So.
No, the headstock will have the Infinia logo on it.
Yeah.
So they were looking to create something new, but still, capture the Padalka vibe in all their stuff.
Totally.
So one of the other things that was cool. Can you flip that one? I just want to see if it's got the different plate. No. Okay, so one of the things that is on their design, so like with this being a prototype, this just has a plastic cavity cover. The actual production models have a wood cavity cover, and it actually says like designs inspired by Daria Padalka.
Oh, cool.
So
it's
or
like
at least the
on
sample
there.
that I saw when I was in Europe has that.
Yeah.
But actually, one other thing we should talk about too is when they started talking to me about this brand and what they were looking to do, it was really, really interesting. What like Brian started telling me the idea behind the brand, right? So yes, they're working with like the Padalka designs, obviously, but he had told me that they had also approached several guitar builders about the fact that they want to do collaboration designs with other companies.
Cool.
Okay?
That's neat.
And I can't say all the names because I don't know who's actually all agreed to it, nor do I know who I'd be allowed to say publicly.
Yeah.
But like it's like well-known guitar builders where they would work together and like go to a designer that say normally has their bread and butter doing like some sort of S-type guitar or T-type guitar and tell them, let's design something that doesn't fit within your lineup. Like what's something that you would have, you would love to do? Because like a lot of the guys that design stuff are into other things. Like they're not just into, the S-type or T-types that they're building.
Well, I feel like you have to be.
So then they've made space that those people are going to be able to design. Like, so say somebody like this is not somebody who's part of it. So I'm just using an example. Say Friedman, who's designed a bunch of like 80s looking guitars. Say Friedman had an idea for like a modern shredder that doesn't fit within the Friedman lineup.
Right.
He could partner up with Infinia, and they're looking to do that with a bunch of
That's really cool.
fairly well-known luthiers. And with that, I can talk about one guitar that's for sure coming, and that's they're working with Sheldon.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested to see it because I think the prototype is going to be at Summit, but they're doing the Nolly bass, like the NG
Yeah.
Dingwall, but as a 6 and 7 string guitar.
That's really cool. I mean, Dingwall has made guitars. People forget that. Like,
Yeah.
they started doing that too. The basses just kind of took off because of the fan fret thing.
Yep.
And anything Sheldon makes is great, but that's really cool. I'd really, really curious to see what Nolly
Yep.
is going to put into that, because like that bass changed everything when it came out as far as that price point. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when those came out at Quest, and it was like, yeah, back ordered for a year, because it's like, you know, for $2,000 you get a bass with a dark glass preamp in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's crazy. So I'd be really curious to see what they're doing.
So I think the NG is going to be like, this is a Ceres, that's the Neptune, and then the NG style is going to be called the Titan.
Cool.
And I'm super stoked. I asked them like, hey, like if you're building a prototype, it's in Saskatoon.
Yeah, we'll check it
I'm
out.
like, you could ship it to Winnipeg. We could take a look, and
I'm
then we could ship it to
surprised
Europe.
we've never gone there.
Yeah,
hang
we
with
should.
Sheldon, yeah.
I mean, I have. Like, I've gone and had dinner with Sheldon and Brian.
Yeah.
But I've never gone to Dingwall. I mean, we also, like, now, whenever we get together, so when we go to trade shows like NAMM or Guitar Summit, I don't have dinner with just Musifax ever.
Yeah.
It is always Dingwall, Revv, and Musifax.
Yeah.
Because...
Which is kind of sweet. I mean, side note, but like Jacob and I have been able to hang out a lot more that way, because we always end up going to these events like Gearfest last year. He's there with Dingwall, I'm here with us. It's like, yeah, it's been kind of cool, like that like-minded artists have kind of fallen into these like-minded brands that are working with the same distributor and also based in central Canada.
Yes.
Like it's really cool.
Well, they distribute, like, Musifax distributes Temple audio boards as well, like another Saskatoon
Which is
company.
Saskatoon, yeah.
But Ryan and Cass never come to anything, guys. You're not going to watch this, but hey, guys, you should come to things.
Tell Ryan and Cass in the comments. Oh, they won't
Yeah,
see it.
they're not going to see it. Don't worry about it.
But I always forget, man, Saskatoon's like a little pocket for some cool stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
So also, these guitars are... So the three models that they're going to have, like the Ceres, the Neptune, and the Titan, they're going to be available in, I think, 6 different finishes. But you can also get them in either 6 or 7 string.
Yep.
They just had 6 string prototypes, and I was also like, I don't play 7 strings, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
But you can, they'll have multiple options available. I'm curious what you guys think of these. Obviously, in the comments, let us know. We'll be answering your comments. But
I mean, I'm not sure how much detail you can see, but like the fit and finish is amazing. Like the flame top looks awesome on this.
Yes.
I believe it has hipshot hardware. Is it? Hipshot bridge on that, and the locking tuners as well. So like obviously high quality components.
So these are they're custom made. Like the ones that are going on these are going to have the Infinia logo on them.
They're
like,
making
that's
them
one of the
in-house.
things.
Yeah.
That's changing. The other things that we'll talk about that are changing. So I think they're getting rid of the tone control by the look of it.
Good.
On standard, it's just going to be a volume control. So
Yeah. And without looking at the body, what I'm going to guess that these are made of ash. Does it say on there?
I don't
Does
think so.
not. I think it's ash, like from the look of this, and also just like, it sounds dumb to do this, but like the wood is very bright sounding. Ash to me has a lot of attack. I actually was having this conversation with Brad because he's spec'ing out a guitar, and I was like, alder versus ash, and it's like alder is very balanced. Ash is very like mid forward and quite aggressive, and I think like you can definitely hear it in like lots of attack, but like really nice even mid sustain. Like you can hear every note in that so perfectly.
I'm just looking to see if Don sent me over like any sort of spec sheet on it, but I don't think he did. Like, they did to us what we do to every YouTuber, which is like,
Here it is. Have fun.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not telling you anything about any of it. Because,
What's in it? Whatever you want, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the clarity is crazy, man. And like,
He did. Okay.
am I right?
We're gonna find out as soon as it opens. I pulled up my Boston Pizza thing from me ordering Boston Pizza last night instead of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could have told you that from the boxes in your car.
I know.
Man, yeah. Like for a headless guitar that doesn't have a lot of mass, like even acoustically, send that through the lav. Acoustically, like it resonates like perfectly. for a smaller body.
So this one is 25.5-inch scale.
Nice, good move.
You're wondering.
Bodywood.
Bodywood. That's Nick. Ash. 3A figured maple top with contrast layer. Doesn't say the body thickness. 24 frets.
Yeah.
Medium jumbo stainless.
Yeah. This is also amazing that they have this neck joint.
Graph Tech neck. Or nut?
The hex bolts on the neck is sweet, and this also like just this neck joint, the way it's contoured here, like with everything, like there's so much access up here.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, I highly doubt you'd ever have to take this off, but this is a super easy way to be able to make any neck adjustments if you need to. Yeah, the contouring is so nice.
They're incredibly comfortable. So
yeah.
I'll also say, like, because it's probably going to come up. So they're not doing like overseas, like Asian factory builds. Like,
yeah.
They're built. I don't know if I can say where they're built, but they're built in Europe.
Yeah. Which tells you that they're going to be high quality.
And they're around like. I asked them the price point, and it sounded like it would be around like $2,500 to $3,000 US, like somewhere in that range. But who knows? Like all of this is also kind of, subject to tariff and whatever. So
of course.
Essentially, you're looking at somewhere between $2,500 and I would say $4,000 after tax instruments.
Which, comparably to anything I've played in that price range, this feels like right in that ballpark.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say the attention to detail on this versus some of the other instruments I've seen in that ballpark too.
Yeah.
It's actually higher.
Totally.
So
like this is so smooth.
So we'll talk about kind of some of the differences between this and the production model. So
yeah.
One of the big things is the inlays are changing, so they don't have the like dot or moon inlays. They're going to be like 2 millimeters on the also on the top here. So they're going to have lumen lays, and they're little ovals, and they're like
kind of on the side.
Yeah, they're kind of at the top,
and then up
if
here.
I remember correctly. So it's an oval outline that'll match the paint color.
Yeah.
And it's like it looks really
nice.
classy.
Lumen lays is a huge move.
One of the flaws he was talking about, I'm pretty sure, was the fact that the dots on the top of the fingerboard were too large. So like these ones are going to be right now. These are 3 millimeter. They're going to be 2 millimeter.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean they do the separate. Like I actually installed lumen lays for the first time on the last run. It's really easy. I don't know if you knew that, but they have the different sizes. Basically, what you do, and like obviously the guitar will come with it, but you get the drill bit, and the lumen lay comes in a stick.
Yep.
So it comes in a little tube like this. You get the right size drill bit, inset it.
Yep.
Super glue, knife, sand. That's it.
Yeah.
Takes like half an hour to do a guitar. It's really cool.
I'm terrified of sanding. Your dad just sanded and fixed my Schecter for me because there's no way. Like you've always said, like just get like 600 grit sandpaper and sand the back neck. I'm like, I'll send it to your dad.
Yeah. I was so scared too. And like Savard was the guy who got me into that when I was teching for him. He's like, do you want to just sand the neck down? It's like, here's my $5,000 gold top. You want to just like, and I was like, you want to do it? He's like, yeah. And he just grabs it and just.
Yeah, just
and I was like, okay, cool. And immediately when he did it and rubbed it down after, I was like, this feels amazing. Like it's not hard to do. But yeah, like the neck feels incredibly smooth. I will say as well, these have been here for a bit now, and there's no fret pop going on.
No,
we talk about that all the time. Yep. We talk about that all the time. And sorry, is it an ebony board or is it a?
Ooh, good question.
I'm gonna guess it's ebony.
Good question. Good question. Hold on,
or,
I got that.
Or Blackheart. I'm gonna go with ebony though. See if you can go 2 for 2 today.
Rich light.
It's rich light. That's why it's not popping, because that's not wood.
Yep.
That's actually a good move. Yeah, so that's what the Aristides fretboards are made of.
Yes.
So that's sweet. That means there's going to be very negligible amount of neck movement, and the frets are not going to pop. So that actually makes this a really ideal guitar for this climate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I've been just jamming on the heavy tones here. There's some clean tones going. And it is a 3-way switch on these, I guess.
Yep.
Do you know if they're going to... Oh, there's a split. Okay. Do you know if they're going to offer a 5-way?
I don't know. I know they're going to have a custom shop that you can do. Oh, that's your sound. Like,
Pretty
instantly.
Much. Yeah. This is the split.
This one doesn't do that, though. This one doesn't have a...
The pull?
So
it
push,
does
push.
on the tone.
Push, push.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's the.
So I wonder what it's. So is it doing it in both positions? It is. So basically, it's splitting both of them at the same time. So if I do that, I'd imagine it's like a telly in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that spank.
That kind of twang to it, and
Yep.
this is the classic middle. A little bit of.
Man, I'm really impressed by like the little, like really like small touches aesthetically
Yep.
on this guy, like this, like just having this here,
Like the little line
like
there.
that line there,
Yeah,
that like
totally.
that they've laminated the top in a way that you get, yeah.
Yeah. And I'd imagine
You'd have
like,
to hold
this,
it a little
this
different
has
for
gotta
people to be able to see that, but
Do you know if it's not a one-piece body, is it?
no, it's got to be laminated. Like,
Well, the body
Oh.
itself, I mean. Like, I'm just trying to see if I can see any seams on
looks
that.
like it right here to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, right there. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a good point. So it's probably a 2 or 3 piece body, but it like doesn't feel like that. Actually, yeah, I know you're right. You can see where the grain splits right there. So it's a 2 piece. That sounds really nice though.
Here, show different. Because he doesn't have other camera angles. Flip
yeah.
it over so that they can see this little cutout thing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Like
So
that.
this way here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this. It's just such nice, like clean.
Super nice craftsmanship.
Aesthetic. Yeah.
It's funny because it just makes this whole piece seem like an artistic choice rather than like it is also a functional choice because this gives you a lot of access to these tuners. I will say I'm not super used to like the barrel tuners, but like being able to actually get it underneath there is quite nice.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hear some clean tones on that
Oh
one.
man,
Yeah.
the L cap strikes again, boys.
Oh, she's all quiet now. Luke, should I turn that up a little bit? He's got it. We'll do it in
Yeah.
post. Maybe just boost his ears a bit. And mine.
Yeah, I just cut like. Strymon, why does that happen to your pedals, guys? I'm so tired of like every time the pedal sounds so good and then I step on it and it drops like I don't know how many dB it drops, but many, too many. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Like they got the same thing on this one with that like the way that. Oh man, and it follows the contour as well. Like, so they must have laminated it after it was, like, after they've already carved the top. Yeah. Yeah, very, very impressive. I also I like this color too.
Yeah, that
I
purple's
did-
nice.
Like, it's funny when I was guitar shopping with Mark, he commented about how there was a purple Tremonti at Brando,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like purple guitars.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
why did they put my name on this?
no, he wasn't like that, but he was just like, yeah, man, I'm not like, because I said like, do you have one of these? Because normally when there's a like weird color, he has like almost all of them. He's like, no man, no purple guitars for me.
Nope.
So,
Yeah.
but
I,
I was like, man, I like that. Like,
It was funny, like my first Aristides was the purple black burst.
yeah.
And at first I was like, okay, it's fine. And then after looking at it at gigs, because it was the chameleon finish, like some pictures it was red, some pictures it was purple, some pictures it was blue. It's like, honestly, a really kind of cool finish. It kind of gave me a new appreciation for the way that purple can kind of refract that way, like if it's the right finish. But it sounds great.
Yeah.
This is the humbucker.
So, like, it reminds me of what I want a Ibanez RG to be.
Yeah.
Like a really high-end RG.
Yeah. Yeah, and the neck makes a huge difference to me, right? We're just
Oh,
talking about like
yeah.
the flatness of the RG necks. Like, if people like them, they like them, and I'm not knocking it either because I understand why people like them. But to me, that kind of fixes like it's like a hardier version of that type of feeling guitar, right? Like it's still very sleek, but it's very like full and like it just feels like I don't want to say chunkier because that sounds like a bad word, but like, you know what I mean? There's just more to it, but it still has the same kind of playability. And I think because there's more to it, like I've realized that sonically I definitely like heavier guitars, like heavy things sound heavy. Like, like Paul Yee said, right?
Yep.
Especially with guitars, like amps, you can say that and maybe there's no science behind it because it's electronics. But with a guitar, it's like physically you have more mass, and if it's built right, you're gonna get more tone out of it. So if you're comfortable with it, I always prefer that. Same thing with, you know, heavier strings, like more is more in that regard to me. And these take the sleekness of a lot of those like super guitars, or whatever you want to call it, you know, like kind of like hyper playable shred guitars.
Yeah.
But it still feels like a real instrument, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree that neck profile is like, it's a little bit wider to me than like the Schecter. It feels like a little wider than.
I'd have to try that one. Like, this isn't the same neck on either, right? Because the scale
But it's not
different.
fatter.
No.
Well, you want to try this one? We should.
Sure, yeah.
And I'll,
so everybody just take note. Derek is playing a headless guitar.
Yes.
We're going to switch.
Just a note that
Yeah.
this is not my favorite thing in the world.
Derek started watching anime on the weekend, and now
What's up, guys? This is super cool.
we need a Korg Miku pedal.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, but I will say again, not usually a headless guy, but like, and take your hands off of it, it doesn't move.
Yeah.
It's perfectly balanced, and I believe this one's close at a little bit.
The neck is actually fatter on this than it is on that.
You're right.
Like,
Oh wow, it is. You're right. Not by much.
but it is a little bit. This does feel a little wider than my Schecter. My Schecter's not in here right now, but like,
It splits the same way.
yeah. I forgot to ask what everybody else is drinking tonight, so it would be good to know. And also, tell us in the comments what you guys think of these. And yeah, let's see, like, in the comments, headless guitars, non-headless guitars. I'm not a fan normally.
Aesthetically, no, but I've not really ever played one that felt bad. I will say that. Like, they're very ergonomic, whether it's your like visual preference or not. I don't think there's any denying that physically they're comfortable guitars to play. And even again, I know you said you didn't get along with the Endurnac, but like once you get used to it, there's no denying that ergonomically it is fantastic, you know. But these feel on par with that or like the Ormsby or any of that stuff.
Man, I don't know if I've ever really played an Ormsby besides like, I think we had a couple at our booth one year.
I forget what their headless guitar is called, but is it the Hydra? No, it's the Mayonnaise. I think the Hydra's the Mayonnaise headless.
So besides Mayonnaise, which for Rob Baker, besides the Mayonnaise guitar, what else would you say that these are comparable to? Because like obviously the body shape, like I have the Duvel here, like they're like they're in the same vein.
I think that I think it's kind of like the extended kind of pointy horn thing that makes you feel that way, right? Like
it reminds me more of RG.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a souped up RG for sure. This one's
super modern like styles.
Yeah, that would be good. Or like the Angel, like the Tom Anderson
Yeah,
Angel
yeah.
that we have. Like this feels honestly quite similar to that to me. Yeah. And the Anderson's more obviously because it's handmade in their factory and stuff like that. But like for the price point, I would say that this is just as good of a guitar. Yeah. Reminds me of the Angel. As far as stock guitars, this reminds me of like a Jackson DK.
Okay.
Kind of like Misha's Sig, like
Yeah.
that type of thing.
A little bit, I guess, like Schecter, it's a little bit into the Keith Merrow, like Bernie Rico Jr.
The Cam
like,
7 type thing.
styles.
But again, I think it's just the pointy horns that make you feel that way. And I remember playing Misha's guitar, and then the same thing. Neck was a bit thinner, but like very similar appointments in terms of
the dual stripes on the back of the neck.
Yep.
That reminds me of the Cam 7 we used to have.
That white one. Whatever happened to that guitar?
I don't know. It's gone.
It's crazy. I remember like everyone, like Donovan had one of those. Everyone had one of those for the time being. They were really great guitars for the price, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably here, like up in with the rest of the.
That was when
stuff.
Schecter really started to nail it with the offshores. It was like the KM7, I think, was the first like, whoa, this thing is really good for the money.
Yes.
Like I remember at Quest, like we couldn't. Same thing with those. We couldn't keep them in. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Let's see how this thing jaunts.
Yeah, I can't change.
Woo!
Yeah.
like so tight, like when you want it to stop.
Yeah.
But then it's like the sustain is there.
Yeah.
Every note is super clear, and these are just their factory pickups, eh?
Yeah, and they're gonna change the pickups from what these are, from what Don was telling me. I don't know what it is. I think they do their own pickups.
They sound good.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
And I also should probably have said this at the beginning. We're not keeping these guitars or anything. Like we're not trying to gush over them at all. Just so you guys are aware. They just sent them over. And they're really close friends. So I was like, and I, like I said, I did play these a year ago in Germany. It was like, yeah, I'm like, you know what? If you want to send them here, we'd be happy to, throw them up on Gear and Beer and show some people.
Yeah, I will say, admittedly, like I don't play the super like metal-looking guitars anymore. And initially, when you showed me these, like the pictures, and this isn't about myself, but I was like, okay, like they look cool. I'll give it a shot and kind of see what I think. When I played them, I was like, whoa, like these feel way different than I thought. Like they feel very, very, very good. Like they look like the ultra metal guitar, but they still sustain and feel good, Like
I mean, everybody who watches this live stream knows that like the Schecter's my number 1, the Novo's my number 2.
Yep.
Like what I go for in a neck is not what
this is. Yeah.
Or what you would think this is. But legit, this neck is very similar in shape.
I know.
Like it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit wider.
It's funny, that one is thicker. Now that you mention it, like this is like it has the same kind of curve, but this just doesn't quite as much depth.
Yeah, like the Mayo is a little thinner. Like it actually,
that's more like an RG
narrower.
neck. Yeah,
and it's
still feels amazing.
Yeah, it's the same as the Aristides to me. Like the Aristides has a thinner neck, or narrower, I should say, like not flatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 060 is quite a bit flatter than this.
And that's the primary reason I don't play that guitar as much, is because it's just not. Yeah.
You prefer having something a little more to latch onto.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I think for me, it kind of depends on the circumstance, because like there are situations for like heavy music where it's like, no, I need my Aristides for this.
So, I don't know why, because like it doesn't affect my playing. Like if I play, like I have a Slash Les Paul that like the Appetite Burst one has a big 50s fat neck on it.
Yeah.
I don't play any different.
That one I like more, and I usually don't go for those types of necks at all, right?
I prefer the 60s neck on everything, like the 91, whatever it is. Yeah. Anyway, I prefer those, but it's not like if I play something else that I play worse. Right. I think I just notice it, and I would rather, like, I would say that's one of the best kind of comments I can make about this guitar, is I don't notice that it's one of my least favorite looking things on the planet. Like headless guitars, especially in general, like like the Strandbergy, like this.
But if you were to play that without looking, you would not think that.
I haven't thought about it since I put it in my lap. Like to me,
do you like how that one feels more than this one? Like if this had that neck.
I think maybe. I think the fact that it's just a hair like deeper.
That's like a pretty perfect neck profile. This one definitely has more sustain, but it's just a bigger.
Does this do the? Let's see. Does it do the?
Some E major going.
Luke, you can play it at church.
Yeah, like the broken tones are nice. Big tones are nice.
I will say, it feels like everything is moved in. Like I feel like I'm playing a little bit like this.
Took a guitar and just squished it.
Yeah, this compared to that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just because of where this is sitting.
Well, the scale's shorter on that for sure. Like, I would say that's probably 20, well, this is 25 and a half. That's probably 25.
Yeah, I don't know. Really impressed and really excited to see like that, like Titan and the other colorways, because
Yeah, totally.
Because
man.
to be honest, both of these colors, I don't have a lot of stuff that does this. Like I have Les Pauls that are bursts, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't have a lot that does like a more of a fade like that. Like
Yeah, totally. Like up here, like the flame is all the way through. Like if you look really closely, even where it gets darker on the horns here, you can still see it. But it's almost like yeah, it's not a burst. I feel like when I think of a burst, it comes from all edges.
yes,
This just kind of like,
Yeah, it's like a
kind of
gradient
shifts.
fade.
Yes, totally. And if you guys can just see what I'm looking at, like even in the camera there, like rather than bursting around all the edges, the bottom here is like the full flame, and then it kind of fades out as you go up top, which I really like. Yeah. Yeah, man. Really nice looking top too. Like if you look at this, like I can see, the only really seam I can see is just where the two pieces of wood meet. Like otherwise there's like no imperfections in this quilt at all. And then,
yeah.
yeah. And I don't mind the little question mark logo either.
Yeah, I think that's the Ceres
That's the Ceres
logo. Yeah, and I don't know.
Same thing here with the hex bolts on the back. It's like great design.
Yeah.
And this isn't contoured quite the same way. Like that has like the contour around the neck. If you look, the way it's kind of curved is like,
Yeah.
like the joint right there.
This there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't have that, but I don't think this needs it. But even then, like, you know, like you're talking about the little lines like on the inside here,
Yeah.
like just so everyone can kind of see, like,
Everything. Yeah.
They
Just
kinda got,
great
like, the
attention
little-
to detail.
yeah, really nice looking guitars.
It sounds like there's not going to be, like I said, like an import line kind of thing, because what they were saying about their agreement with Daria was that this is to be high end.
Yeah, they don't
So-
want to sell themselves short on what they're doing if they're going to
Yeah.
invest in this, right?
But these will be production model guitars. Now, they are also going to have like a master build line.
Right.
That they have an in-house luthier at Musifax who does, like, he builds his own guitars, but he also does all of their
Like repairs.
repairs, setup work, because
Is it Michael?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've dealt with him in the service department, even with the amps, and he seems like a very, very intelligent guy.
He's awesome. I mean, again, there's nobody on the Musifax team that's not awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, anyone I've met has been fantastic.
yeah,
so.
the when they told me they were doing this, I was like, oh, okay, yep, that'll be great.
Yeah, totally. And same thing, like seeing them, I was like, yeah, those would do well. And then playing them now, it's like, oh yeah, like these will do great. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for that price point. Like, and do you know, like, obviously it'll depend on how they take off. But they're not built to order because they're factory, right? Like do you know, like, if their plan is to have everything stocked up, or is it going to be built to order?
No, they're they're building for stock, but they've only got so many build slots, from what I understand.
Yeah,
like
it's a nuke. Yeah.
Yeah, like well, I think who they're using for manufacturing, they can only get, I don't want to talk out of turn, but like, let's say they could only do 6 or 12 guitars a month. Like, it's not like, oh, they can get 50 guitars a month, from my understanding. If I'm wrong, well, then I'm full of shit. Sorry, guys. I just don't know enough about it.
Yeah,
But
that's
the way I was told, and when I heard some of the numbers of what they were looking at doing with a couple of dealers in Europe, like, it was like very limited amounts that they could allocate to people. So,
Which puts the demand up, you know?
yeah. I'll be interested to see like what the market thinks, because like I know the high-end guitar market, like, not super well, but I think better than a lot of people, just because I pay attention to the industry.
We work in it, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like with the rise of imports, I don't feel like the high-end market has taken a big hit at all.
Right, yeah.
I'm curious what you guys think. I'm also curious, like, we've had this discussion. I don't know if I've mentioned this on a previous live stream. I think I did. But, like, everybody has a price point in their head of, like, what a expensive guitar is worth.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah. And, like, it seems like there's a lot of guitars that all of a sudden are $5,000 US now. And I'm always like, how, just 5,000, eh? Like, what? Like, how?
That's a lot of money.
And I mean, it does make sense. Like, if I think about where wages were, honestly, even like 5 or 6 years ago, like pre-pandemic wages, when a high-end guitar was $3,000, and I think about where wages are now, I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense because wages are up for a lot of, not everyone, don't kill me in the comments, but I know minimum wage here since pre-pandemic to now, I mean, most people are up like 50 to 70% over what minimum wage used to be.
Yeah.
And no one I know pays minimum wage. So
Yeah.
so it makes sense to me that a guitar would have also increased by, 60%. It doesn't seem unrealistic, but
Yeah.
but it's still, I still look at it and go like, that's a good used car. Like $5,000 for a guitar is a good used car.
Yeah.
So the fact that like the price point that they told me was, $2,500 to $3,000, I'm like, that's where I feel that like high-end guitars are that kind of money. Like it's not
Yeah.
a custom shop guitar, but like
It's
a
not
high-end production model.
unreasonable.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
I agree.
I think they've thought everything through, and also I'll give them a ton of credit. It's not normal that I see people who have as much experience in the industry as Musifax has.
Yes.
That, like, when they get behind something, I mean, I played these exact guitars just about a year ago, and their company's still not launched. Well, I mean, by the time you see this, it is. But that means that this has been in development
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, and they've really taken the time to think about those things.
That's right. Where normally in our industry,
Yeah.
like at least from my experience,
As
you
we
see
know.
people get to market with things extremely fast.
Yes, because there's always the sense of urgency of like we need, I
Well,
guess-
there is. Unfortunately, this kind of drives me crazy about the market is that like the life cycle of a product these days, man, it feels like it's 3 months.
Totally.
Like it feels like you release something, and in 3 months, people are like, "What? That's some old shit. Let me see some new shit now." And you're
Yeah,
like,
man.
"It took us a year to develop that. Like this doesn't work."
I've seen a lot of bands switch from releasing albums to releasing singles or EPs for the same reason.
Oh yeah, because they could drip it for.
You can drip it, and
Yeah.
a song comes out, it's hot for a month, then it's gone. Entire album comes out, it's hot for a month, and then it's gone. And if you can kind of trickle that out to consistently be having something new over a longer period of time, that's a way more effective result to keep your band charting. So it's like it's kind of the same thing. I think people's attention spans are a lot lower than they used to be.
Oh yeah,
Because of
TikTok
technology.
generation.
Yes, exactly. And like people always need something new because they just get bored so fast because there's so much stuff being thrown at them, and it's
Yeah.
like that's kind of just become the model, and it becomes a lot harder to maintain quality that way because you try to rush these things and get them out faster, right? Like
That brings up an interesting point. Do you think that is like? Do you think that we're moving away from that right now? I feel like there's
I think we're starting to go back.
I feel like
Yeah.
there's a large swath of people that are like, I'm done with cell phones and TikTok. Like,
Totally, man. I think we kind of are reaching terminal velocity in terms of how far that can go, and like before it just breaks, and
Yeah.
and I think people are starting to appreciate that authenticity again. And I will say, I am starting, and I sound old, but it's like I feel like kids are starting to see that too. Like
Yeah.
it's not just like
I don't know, but I was.
Yeah.
I'll just out myself a little bit. I was up at the lake, and Luke was playing at a church camp.
Luke starts laughing.
He starts laughing. He
before
knows
this
exactly
even
what I'm going to say. So I was at church yesterday, and the pastor was talking about people being addicted to their phones. And my kids were like, "Dad," in the middle of the service, and Luke and Austin were like looking at me like from across the room.
And you're on your phone?
I was. Yeah.
You're working.
And Luke was like leaned over, like staring me down.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, oh yeah. My wife is gonna see this and just be like, I've told you. Like, I'm real bad with my phone. In my
Me too.
defense,
I'm trying to get better.
I was playing a game that I was getting my son Max to play
Oh,
so
okay.
that he would talk less
Gotcha.
because he doesn't shut up. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, you can't talk while the guy's preaching. That doesn't work.
The phone games get you, man.
Oh.
You ever play Balatro?
No, don't tell me about new ones. I played the screw game.
Dude.
Have you played that screw puzzle game?
I only play Balatro now.
There is only Balatro.
There is only Balatro. Like,
Man,
trust me.
Luke's dad got me hooked on that bus game where like there's a little bus game where you like load all the people and it's different like there's a red bus, a yellow bus, a blue bus, and only the red people can go. It's segregation. The bus segregation game on your phone. But I was playing it, and then finally I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
oh, and like this one game that Max and I play, it has like if you don't want to pay, you like click a thing to get like it's a screw game, so you get other boxes for the screws, but you have to watch an ad. And my son is just like, as soon as the ad starts, I like flip my phone over. I'm like, we gotta wait for the ad. He's like, I want to watch the ad. I'm like, no, that's not good for you, buddy.
No. Consumerism. You're too young for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I don't know what it is. It's not like Candy Crush, but it's like a similar game like that Danielle's been playing. And like,
That Kingpin?
I don't know what it is, but she's sitting. She's like, oh, I'm on like level 4 of 10. I gotta beat this. She's like, it's taking me a long time. And the next day, I'm like, what level are you on? She's like, 500. I'm just like, okay. Like,
I thought
either you're incredibly smart, which my wife is incredibly smart, but also like very into the game.
Dude,
So-
this screw puzzle game, it said there was 30 levels. So I was like playing, and I didn't know you could get like these other boxes that make it way easier.
Yeah.
Right? So I was playing nonstop, and I was like, I finally got to like level 28, and I'm like, I'm just playing till level 30 because like there's 30 levels. That's all I'm doing. And then I found out like, oh, if you click this thing, you can get another box, and then the game becomes super easy. And I was just like, oh, I'll get to level 30 fast. And now I'm at level 97.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, there is no end to the levels.
Exactly it. No,
Yeah.
there is no levels, only Bellatrix.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's probably better to do that than to sit and watch TikTok.
You're using your brain, I guess.
Yeah, which I watch way too much TikTok.
Yeah.
But I also love to know in the comments for another one, like how many of you guys are into Reels and TikTok and that, or is it over, or what's the deal? Because like
I don't
people
know.
hate long form content like this that we're doing right now. You're gonna watch this shit for an hour? I'd love to hear how many of you in the comments watch this shit till 56 minutes.
You'll see the reels that I cut up.
Yeah.
that are
Don't cut up
30
the thing
seconds
where I
long.
said, how many of you watch this shit till 56 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there is still like Dan Huff stuff is a great example though of like why the long form stuff is doing well. Like,
I mean, that's a different story because
it
that's
is.
a
but it's
an icon.
But it's valuable.
100%.
That's the thing is like I think long form stuff works if it is valuable and if it is informative and if it is something that actually entertain and interest you. And when you have guys like that who want to talk about basically just like their lore, it's like people want to see it. Like dude got 20,000 subscribers since he launched this.
I know.
Which is crazy. And so I think there is value in long form content if it's engaging and if it's something that people actually care about. So let's see how many of you stuck through this.
Yeah.
Because but I think there's room for both. I never have had TikTok. I only got TikTok when we were trying to get into it for a bit there. But it's also the thing where it's like, what would our TikTok conversion be? Because who's watching that? Right? Like I feel like in terms of reels and stuff, like there are more people who are actually probably equipped to buy our amps watching it on Instagram or Facebook, just because it's an slightly older demographic than TikTok. You know what I mean? Like
if you're gonna talk from a marketing standpoint, the only value in TikTok is essentially brand equity, brand recognition, whatever you want to call
people
it.
Just are aware of you.
People being aware of you.
Yes,
and the
exactly.
more you watch it, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I wonder how many people started watching Rogan because for a while, Facebook Reels, is it Facebook Reels? Is that what they call it? Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
Videos on Facebook.
Meta stuff is reels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reels on Facebook. Man, I couldn't go like.
Yeah.
I couldn't go like 5 reels without there being a Rogan reel of some sort for
Yeah.
for about 3 months. And I'm like, man, you must have hooked so many people from this
Yeah.
because they were also all like either aggravate the fuck out of you, like where you're just like, what are you guys talking about? That's not or
Go away.
Or it was like, oh, that like you have like, you know, some astrophysicist on, like this is super interesting,
Yeah,
right? Like
totally.
So
Any Neil deGrasse Tyson ones. I'm just like,
exactly.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or like I get hooked on those. Like he has that Graham Hancock guy on who's like talking about ancient civilizations, and I'm like, oh, what do we have here? What
Aliens.
Well, pretty much. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, what is this that I've never heard about? That's probably
Yeah.
bullshit. But now I'm super interested.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I've definitely taken more interest in that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like the Reels thing. I don't know.
I think it's
There's value to it, but it's just
both I
not-
think are important, and I think the reels to me, as you said, like are more of a necessity just to make people aware of what you're doing. And,
Yeah.
and then if you use those properly, that will lead them to the more in-depth stuff once they realize it's something that they're interested in.
Well, the problem is
Right.
when you're doing like what we're doing right now, when you're doing lifestyle content, whether it's a reel or whether it's long form or whatever. I mean, we're not trying to sell you guys anything right now.
No, we're just
We
hanging.
want you guys to know that Revv exists as a company and what
And
like
Infinia Guitars exist and are sick.
yeah, pretty much. Like we want you to know that something exists, and most of the time, we're wanting to show you guys something. At least on Gear and Beer on the Golden Age, we're wanting to show you something that somebody else builds that we think is cool, because it's so hard to capture anybody's attention about anything now. Like it is so difficult.
It is.
And it's so difficult to find the medium to do it, because now if you use just YouTube influencer or YouTube demo, well, then they're paid shills and the product is garbage. It's a small percentage of viewers that think that, but there's a percentage of viewers that think that people are legitimately trying to dupe them out of their money, right?
Yeah.
No one's doing that. No one's building a product thinking, oh, hey, let's just get this out to the market. Let's force it into the masses. They'll all buy it. We'll steal their money. Anyone who does that or tries to do that, their company's over after 1 or 2 products. 2 is the max they will get a chance at, but probably just the 1.
Especially this day and age where even a slight mistake from a reputable company can blow up online because people want to talk about it.
Not just that, what most viewers or most people who consume content who get like going like, oh, like I saw this guy, I can't even remember his name. It's like Tex Guitar or something. And he's just like shitting on influencers, and like he's just got normally pretty negative takes. And like he's got 30-some thousand followers, and I don't know this guy at all, but he's essentially saying that every YouTube influencer is a paid shill. And I'm like, they're advertisers, dude. They're not trying to tell you to buy the product. They're telling you about the product. Yeah. Most of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man,
unless they get a kickback on it.
What people don't realize is this. The vast majority of consumers will buy something from a dealer, not direct from the brand, right?
Yeah.
Which we fully support. You can buy direct from us, or better yet, buy from one of our dealers. Now, if you buy from one of our dealers, they almost all have return policies. Unless you order custom shop, you order this custom Tolex, you're shit out of luck. But if you're ordering it direct from a dealer, they'll have a return policy. So if something sucks, you just send it right back.
You can try it.
And it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Or it costs you the shipping, worst case, right?
Yeah.
So us as a brand, though, if we release something that sucks, and the dealer buys, let's say we release a pedal and they buy 50 of them to start. If those 50 pedals don't all sell within a decently short time frame, when they go to buy the next thing, they're going to buy 10.
Yeah.
Or 0.
Yeah. Or they're not.
Sometimes it's 0. And that's just if it doesn't sell well. Imagine if you, legitimately built a product, knew it was shit, tried to force it out to all the dealers and get them to sell it, and a bunch of them come back. What do you think is going to happen to that company?
Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Especially how word of mouth travels.
That's
these days.
my rant of the day about fuck off with thinking that everybody's trying to steal your money.
Yeah.
No one's trying to steal your money.
No one benefits to gain anything from bad reputations. That's exactly it.
If you want to spend some money, you should buy an Infinia. No, just kidding.
Dude,
you should.
you know
if
what?
you get a chance to check one out, you should check it out.
You should.
Very cool.
And again, I will say, looking at these, I was like, oh yeah, look cool. Interested to try them out. They feel and sound genuinely great.
Yeah.
And I think for the price point, this is one of the better guitars that you're going to be able to get on the market.
So to wrap it up, because we're getting long, and I don't know if anybody's going to get this far. I don't know if it's infiniaguitars.com or what, but
we'll post a link once we have it up.
Yeah.
It'll be live once
I'll
we
put it in
post
the
this,
description of this video.
Yeah.
So check out Infinia, and thanks again to Brian, Don, everybody over at Infinia and at Musifax for sending these over to us to check out.
Yeah,
and
letting us be some of the first to show these to you guys.
And really look forward to see what they do in the future, because they're fantastic people, and these are fantastic instruments, even the Headless one.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not starting to play Headless guitars tomorrow, but the neck on this is.
You could play that
really
if you
great.
had to. Yeah.
Oh, not even if I had to.
you would.
There are other guitars that are here that I would pick up this for the neck on it before I picked up other ones. So.
Yeah.
But.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
for coming and hanging out.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not distortion.
No. Where'd it go?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.